Hey everyone, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Thanks for hanging out with me for another Memory Planning Monday video. This is my Project Life 9x12 album. I absolutely love documenting in these pocket pages, so I hope you'll stick around and see what I'm going to do. What's up, friends? I hope you guys are doing great. I am so glad to be in my Project Life album. I absolutely love this scrappy project. I am picking out way too many embellishments that I end up not even looking at, so ignore the word phrases. I don't use them. I'm looking for something to embellish this photo of myself. I took a selfie, obviously, and that was Monday morning after we were back from vacation. And then I settle on this wood chip. I'm sorry, not wood chip, chipboard piece. Oh my goodness. And of course, put the date on there. And then I'm going to use these little Ellie Studio label stickers to do a tiny bit of journaling on this picture of the best cappuccino I've had in so long, maybe ever. They're super cute and tiny. And yeah, I'm just going to use the sticker and then my Zig Clean color dot marker to create the bullet points, because that way to me it looks more like broken up thoughts rather than like a full sentence. And then I'm going to journal on the happy-go-lucky just about Monday and being back in the swing of things, and Nora starting dance camp for the week and also cheer at the same time, which it was a lot. Dance camp was like a good 25 minutes from our house and it was only for a half day, so it was like, you know, it was a lot of commuting, a lot of gas to bring her. And then cheer is 3 nights a week for the season and it's 2 hours every night. So it's a commitment for sure. And it's our first time doing anything like that. So there's a picture I snapped of Nora doing her first time trying as a back spot, which I super love because I'm a former All-American cheerleader and cheer is always something that I really, really enjoyed and excelled at. And so Nora finally decided this was the year she wanted to try it. And I had to be like, oh yeah, sure, whatever, if you want, but secretly inside I was like, yes, like freaking out. Anyhow, I am using those circle stamps and I think they're perfect for so many of these photos. It kind of goes along with the circle theme, if that's even a thing. Like I use these cardstock circles. One says overjoyed and like crazy happy right now. And then the other one is on a 4x6 card. And then another one I cut out and I use on the right side as well. So I just love the circle theme. The photo of our new kitten on Nora's bed, and I kept that one simple. And I spent way too long trying to find the perfect embellishment for this picture of Nora at cheer practice. But I end up finally settling on what I first chose, which is the chipboard piece that says "Learn to Let Go. That is the Key to Happiness" by Buddha. And in hindsight, I kind of wish I had put a tiny piece of twine at the top where the hole is, but I didn't do it. It's okay. I guess if it really bothers me, I can always go back and switch it out or fix it if I want to. But I do end up stamping a couple things from the new cheer stamp set that I got from Studio Calico. Just a couple of sentiments on the left side of the photo. It doesn't really, it's not a big deal. Not you guys missing that little piece. I just wanted to use the cheer stamps. So another thing you'll notice that I do with my chipboard is peel the layers off so they're not as thick in order to try to save a little bit of room, although that is probably why I have 2 Project Life albums, because they just get really chunky, which is fine. And now this little card says happy. I used most of the happy kit, by the way. I used almost all Allie Edwards products. Those little puffy hexagon stickers are from Amy Tangerine from quite a while ago. And there's another stamp set I use for documenting the rest of the week that is from Paper Person. It's about amusement parks. And there's, I think, yeah, I use the Days of the Week one from Studio Calico as well. But let me know if you ever have specific questions about like stamp sets or inks or anything like that. I'm happy to answer them in the comments, or you can DM me over on Instagram. But I usually don't link all the products that I use unless it's something that I use like every single week, such as the page protectors, the album, etc. So I love these word strips. This says happiness is for the making. This is obviously also from the Happy Kit, and that's Nora and her bestie at the pool. And I just wrote pool days and bomb pops, stamped the date, and put a little puffy sticker and called that one good. And actually, the puffy sticker is perfect because it says sassy, which they definitely are. In fact, in that picture, Abby's mouth is open because she's going slay. So, okay, so you can see the 4x6 card is from the Happy Kit, and then I cut that cardstock in a circle, and I just trimmed off the edge to have it kind of look like it was coming off the edge of the page of the cardstock. I thought it did a decent job of breaking up some of the, I don't know, the text was like kind of a lot, I think. I am such an over embellisher. I just can't help myself. So it's always busy. It's never, there's never enough white space in my projects. It's just not my thing, which you probably have noticed by now. So again, using the stamp set that says So Love Today, and I'm looking for one little tiny thing to put on it, and I find it in this chipboard heart, also Ali Edwards. And I decide, oh, you know what? I should add some of those chipboard hearts to other pictures for consistency. So I had a couple to cover up. Oh, see there, I covered up the little hole. So obviously it was bothering me or I wouldn't have done that. And a little heart over Smokey's head. And now moving on to the right side. So there is that 4x6 card that has the same font and feel of the semicircle. That one says happiness. So thankful for this joy today. And then the other one says full of love, happy and content. And instead of putting any stamp there, I'm just going to take this little piece of chipboard to bring in some of the blue that I had so much of on the left and just trim it, peel it, you know, so it's not as thick, and then trim it down to fit in that space. And then I'm going to use my new to me stamps from Ali Edwards and stamp out week. And the three and the two come from a Heidi Swapp stamp set. I think it's called Destination Alpha. I like, or no, not Destination Alpha. I can't remember. Maybe they are. Anyhow, it doesn't really matter. If you really want to know, like I said, give me a shout out and I'll respond when I can. Back to using the little word strip, canvas, embellishments, or phrases, whatever you want to call them. I use red line tape to adhere it down to make sure it stays. And this one says, be the reason someone smiles today. I put a couple little of the hearts on it and call that title card good. And then I created it in advance, this like accordion pullout, because there were so many photos this week of, just Friday was really busy. Like Nora had pictures from dance camp, and I took her and Abby and Abby's older sister Hannah, who Nora is also friends with, to a local amusement park. It's much tinier and actually has been like revamped since I was little, so it's very nostalgic for me to bring her. So I brought the girls to the amusement park. And so those are all photos of them, and then just one of Nora and I on the one ride I did with her, because I was like, I'm just going to watch you guys. And then the next day, Nora ended up going with them, both Abby and Hannah, and their dad and my husband to Six Flags Great Escape, while I went to my local Korean adoptee summer party, which was a blast. And I have photos for those things as well. So there's just a lot of photos for the last couple days, which is why I created this accordion pullout. And I get distracted. Like I started working on the accordion piece, and then I'm like, oh, let me look at this picture I have of Nora. No, wait, I gotta go back. Let me finish this accordion piece. Anyhow, I stamped So Love Today on the pictures of Nora and Abby, and then Nora and Hannah, and then perfect park snacks above the picture of the three girls having ice cream. And then I stamped Good Friends on the picture of the girls on the carousel, and then Nora and I. And then this is the stamp set from Studio Calico I was talking about that is new to me, and I love the font. So I put Friday Fun Day, and then I did my journaling for this entire day. I also added a little bit of washi on that card that says my happy place, and talked about how we went to a new place for dinner called Viva Cinco de Mayo, and it was super delicious, authentic. And then I'm just going to get a little stamp therapy on right here and do some fun stamping just for funsies. I'm going to pull out the August 3x4 stamp set that comes with the stories by the month. I pulled the Word documented from that Studio Calico Days of the Week stamp set. Gotta use a big circle. I don't like the way it looks. It didn't stamp right. It looks blurry, and I actually decide, you know what, I'm going to bring in some pink. So I stamp on one of these Color Theory Studio Calico cards instead and fussy cut that out, and the image was so much more crisp and clear for sure. So I just covered it up, and I actually really like it. And then I'm just going to stamp a couple more things from the amusement park stamp set from Paper Person Shop. One word sentiment at the bottom that says, I could watch this. I think it's the one that says, could watch this all day. Yep, could watch this forever. And then I'm going to pull out this other one that says, enjoy the ride, with the little car. And it didn't stamp clearly, so I'm just going to use my zebra, what is this called? It's my new favorite gel pen. It's the Zebra Sarasa Mark-On in 0.5, influenced by Linda Loves Creating. Shout out to Linda. What up, girl? If you're watching this. And yeah, that's it. Got a little bit of stamp therapy on there, which was fun. And then adding washi to the top of this flip up of Nora performing on the last day of dance camp. They obviously had a Wizard of Oz themed week, and so they did a ballet dance to Over the Rainbow and a tap dance to a song called Jitterbug from the Wicked musical. It was really cute. So I just kept it simple and stamped a circle sentiment, put a heart, put a puffy sticker, called it good. And then I am going to do some direct stamping on this little happy story card. It just says last day, and then I pull out my dance stamps. And I stamped out the little magic wand there, which is perfect for the theme. Stamping at the dance studio, and then the little ballet slippers on the photo, and the dates, because those were taken on 2 different days, and doing some bullet journaling just about how much Nora loved camp and some of the things that they got to do. And then I'm trying to figure out what to put in the middle of this 4x6 card that I had cut into 2 pieces. You saw that I used the other piece on that accordion pullout. And I end up just doing some stamping and from the August Stories by the Month kit, and it just says documenting beauty in this season. The quality of the stamps isn't very good, so the images don't always come out very crisp, which is kind of annoying, but I get it. You know, they got to save money. So I go back and forth trying to figure out which chipboard piece to put in this little circle. And I'm going to go with the story because I felt like it kind of tied the card next to it together, and it brought out some of that coral color. So again, you know, I peel it down, I add some double-sided tape to the back of it, and then a chipboard heart just like I did on the left side of the pocket pages, and then call that one good. And then moving down to the picture, it's actually 2 photos. I like super cropped this picture of me and my friend Tom, who hosts these parties, and then 2 of my other friends, and then taped it on top of the picture of us doing a shot. So we always like to drink soju and eat all the Korean food when we get together. So I used the So Many Beautiful Reasons to Be Happy. I stamped Good Friends, but then I realized that's what I stamped on the top right cover of that accordion flip out. So I end up covering it up with chipboard, and you'll see that in a second. I leave it because I'm like, let me just move over to this picture of the girls and Nora running into her friend at Six Flags, and I put some washi and then use the chipboard piece that says making me so happy. My husband sent me that selfie of them in front of the roller coaster, and then the picture of Nora and her friend Alana, who they ran into at the water park. I will end up stamping on that in just a minute. But first, I'm going to cover up that stamp with just happy. So there goes the chipboard that I was contemplating using on that half circle or 3/4 circle. And I love the way it turned out. So I'm going to stamp water park on the top one and then amusement park on the bottom. Well, actually, it kind of goes across both of the photos. But I had to peel up the washi tape because I knew it wasn't going to stamp a good impression if I left the washi tape down. I just didn't feel like getting my Stays On ink out, so it still didn't stamp very well, but it's okay. I know what it says. It says water park and it says amusement park. The last thing I do is add a couple little tiny labels with some journaling, and that's it. So I'm gonna do my silent close-ups, and I'll do my outro here and say thank you so much for hanging out, and please like this video and subscribe if you can, if you're not already. Would really appreciate it. I appreciate you hanging out as well, and want you to take care of yourselves and remember that you are enough. Bye, friends.